one time or another, every family in Britain will be affected by the shadow of cancer. 1 in 4 people die of the disease, and about 8,000 people are diagnosed with kidney cancer every year. Of these, 1,700 get to the advanced form. In 2007, 4,000 people were diagnosed of kidney cancer, which accounts for about 2% of the total cancer deaths. Today, groundbreaking advances in the knowledge and treatment of cancer have led to the innovation of the new drug Syndicate, which has been proven to advance patients' life and extend their lives. However, this drug has not been approved by NICE. I visited the family of the Jacobs, whose 16-year-old daughter suffered from kidney cancer, and all other stakeholders involved. Hello, June. Can you tell me what your experience has been living with kidney cancer?
It's been very painful for me. I've quit school. I'm staying home every day now. I've been visiting the doctor once every month, but they can't seem to do much for me. Now I'm just waiting at home to die.
Mr. Jacob, how have you coped with this? What's your experience?
It's really an awful experience. Government has got to do something about this situation. Ever since she was diagnosed as having renal cell carcinoma, I've spent virtually my entire life savings. A lot of stuff has sunk into our care. It's really pathetic.
お父さん、この子がかわいそう。どうにかしてあげて。
Wakata, daijobu. I don't understand the rationale behind this. The drug in question has been approved in Scotland and also here in Wales. Yet all we get is cold shoulder treatment from our local PCT. After all, I've been paying my tax for the past 20 years. I don't understand why my daughter, has been denied the right to life. What happens to all the promises being made about even distribution of resources and equal access to health care? Why is there so much inconsistencies and inequalities in this system? All we hear is cost effectiveness. Does anyone wish for cancer? Of course we don't wish for this. The whole family is devastated.
In order to get a broad perspective of the refusal of the Syndicate drug by NICE, I visited the manufacturers of the drug, Pfizer, to get their own perspective.
According to the clinical trial, Syndicate efficacy has been proved. The median progression-free survival was 11.4 months, which was significantly longer in the Syndicate group than in the traditional interferon alpha group. The drug also improves the patient's quality of life as it has less radical effect on the body than other cancer treatments such as the chemotherapy. Of course, we realize that the concern of the government is about cost effectiveness. In order to help more patients to access our drug, we propose a flexible offer that the company will pay for the first round of the treatment. Therefore, the quality of the Syndicate will be more cost effective comparing to other competitors.
One of the objectives of the National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence is to provide guidance for the use of health technology for the NHS. With me here is Toby Kenneth, the director of NICE. She's going to tell us more about what they do. Toby.
Thank you. NICE is an independent organization responsible for providing national guidance on the promotion of good health and the treatment and prevention of ill health. They work together with the NHS so that treatments offered to patients have the capacity to provide maximum benefits, which in turn improves health or health outcomes. For us to carry out this function effectively, we adopt economic evaluation to help us analyze and make decisions.
So how do you go about financing this technology for stakeholders?
Healthcare financing in the United Kingdom is mainly through taxpayers' contribution, and NHS funding is classified as being complicated as they use the commissioning-based system. The initial fund holders, the primary care trust, commission hospitals, general practitioners, and other medical services required within the healthcare sector. Budget allocation is made every beginning of the year and is based on the health needs of the local population.
Can you elaborate more on the analysis of drugs, especially the drug Sutent, which has become controversial because it's been known to extend patients' life. Yet, NICE has disapproved the drug.
Well, within the NICE organization, we try to use the economic evaluation tool to analyze drugs so that we can suggest and recommend effective drug therapy or treatment options for the NHS. Regarding Sutent, we analyzed it by checking the cost benefit, cost effectiveness, and cost utility of the drug. In terms of cost benefit, you tend to look at the overall cost of the drug and all the benefits, and these are weighted against each other in the same unit of money. In cost effectiveness, it's a bit different, although similar to cost benefit analysis. Here, we look at the effectiveness of the drug against cost, and what we tend to do here is to adopt the treatment option that's the most effective with the least cost. For cost utility analysis, we measure the health benefits by looking at the quality adjusted life years. In terms of Sutent, we did this analysis and we found out that the cost of this drug was going to be over £70,000 per poly, and that we consider very expensive for the NHS.
Yes, but NICE just reviewed its guidelines, stating that drugs, even if expensive, but could prove to extend patients' life beyond 3 months for patients who had less than 2 years to live, will be approved.
Well, we did actually suggest or recommend that, but knowing that we have limited resources, you can imagine the scenario where you have £70,000 cost per poly, and there are other people out there that could benefit from other forms of treatment for a lesser amount of money. In this case, you have to think, is it treating one person, or is it going to be like treating 100 or 150 people with that £70,000? I'm not saying that these Sutent patients do not deserve the drug. But what I'm trying to say is that because of our budget constraints, we just have to work within our limits. And that was one of the reasons why we decided not to adopt the Sutent. Perhaps in a system where there's a form of health insurance or a co-payment, that form of shared treatment options or shared sponsorship can actually work. But as this is not obtainable in the UK, stakeholders or patients have to be dependent on NHS to sponsor the treatments.
NICE feels the Sutent drug is not cost effective. The patients feel they are being deprived of their right to life. So where on the scale do we strike a balance?